How's it going? I'm Marlena. Thanks for wandering by. So, I have something fun planned for this video, but first, just like a little bit of a life update. Things just got really difficult recently. I mean, they have been. My partner is diabetic, and we've been struggling with that for a while now. And there were some complications, and he went into the hospital and had surgery. But he's home now, and we're just, taking it one day at a time, one day at a time, as they say. One day at a time, as they say, or hanging in there, as they say. Like it's all those cliches. Which after a while, like if you've ever dealt with stuff like this, those cliches start to get really annoying. But you keep saying them. You keep saying them. But anyway, things have been tough, and I've been just like completely ensconced in that, and I haven't really, for the last half of January, I haven't pulled cards much. I haven't really done anything like tarot related fun wise. And I need to do that for myself, as I continue on. So I had all these plans for videos, and I'll get to some of them, I think. But the first thing I really wanted to do was I wanted to use this little TBR jar to pick some decks for myself, um, every month, maybe, or as often as I feel like. But what I'm going to do today is I'm going to pick a few for the month of February 2025. So we just started February, and I put away the decks that I had been using at the beginning of January. So I have a clean slate, which feels good. And this is going to be fun. So basically, if you haven't seen the video where I talked about this, I essentially borrowed this idea from the booktube community, where they have a TBR jar full of prompts. So TBR stands for to be read, which works for books, but it also works really well for tarot and oracle decks, because we read those. um, and I did a call out for you guys, for my viewers, to give me prompts for a tarot and oracle deck TBR jar. And like, would you look at this, guys? Look, you guys came with it. Like you came, like my comment section was full of amazing, like awesome prompts. And it's just, yeah, super fun. So I need some help picking out decks, because like I mean, this just like worked out really well. Because I just can't, I'm not doing well at like making solid decisions or doing things for myself. So having something do it for me is exciting. So, and helpful. And adds value. So that's good. And I need fun. I need humor and stuff like that too. So some of these are funny in here as well. So what I'm going to do is, I think we'll do three. I'm not going to go crazy. I just want to keep it simple, I think, this month. I might, I don't think this is gonna just like be like the only decks that I'm gonna read within February, but it'll give me like a few decks that I want to have out and near me, and use in February. So hopefully I will use them. Um, but yeah, let's pick them first. So what I'll do is I'll pick from the jar, and then I'll go I'll go to my shelves and maybe pick a couple of options that might work for that particular prompt. I might even discuss it if I think of something like ahead of time, and then go to my shelves. And we'll do it three times, if maybe one more, I don't know. We'll see how I feel after I do this three times. So, yeah, without further ado, let's go ahead and shake up this little jar and pick a prompt. Oh my God, I'm actually kind of nervous and excited about this. So, this should be fun. So, I've got one. And I am going to keep these prompts and put them back in the jar after I've done the three for this video, because I think I want to just, I'll keep these prompts in because I can reuse them. All right, so let's see what she says. So We have a deck, like that, a deck that is an unusual shape. Okay, so I definitely have circular decks like the Circle of Life Tarot. I have square decks like the Mother Tarot and the Dark Days Tarot. I have an oracle that's like an oval egg shape that is, now I can't think of what it's called. All right. And I think, let me see. I can't think of anything else right off the top of my head, but I'll be right back with a couple of options. Okay, so I grabbed the Dark Days Tarot, which is it's a square deck, and I have the Mother Tarot. Sorry, that's my dog. He loves to be right here when I'm filming. You might see him like pop up in the like little like you can see him right here in the reflection of the fireplace. Anyway, so the Dark Days Tarot. This is a deck that's it's square shape and I've worked with it a little bit, but not a lot. So when the unusual shape um, came up, it seems like this might be a good choice. Oh my gosh, when I'm face forward on the camera, the decks don't look, I can't make them look as great because they're glossy. But I think I like the idea of having this out, Dark Days. I mean, it's dark days in this at this time of year for a lot of places, not here, not in Florida. It's the Sunshine State for a reason. Oh, and then the other deck that I was talking about is the Wild Child Oracle cards. I also have the Wild Child Tarot, but I don't get along with that. But this is an odd shape. So no, there's not egg shaped, it's this shape. It's like this shape, not egg. But I wonder, I feel like these two decks might. I love this. I wrote a poem based on this. Um, I've used this a bit, but I kind of like the idea of having it out again. I actually think these two might pair well together. Let me just put them, let me just kind of pull a couple of them and show you. So we have the Queen of Pentacles and next to Slumber. I think actually that might be really lovely. We have Weave. Can you see it? It's pretty. I think I'm not doing it justice. With what is that? That is the Six of Swords. Ah, that's our current decking card right now. So yeah, I think these are both indie decks. So I think yeah, the Wild Child Oracle. It's an unusual shape, right? It's fitting the prompt. Both of these are unusual shapes. So I think I want to kind of have both of them out. There goes Hilo again. That's my doggy. He's just like back and forth in the kitchen. Anyway, because I'm right next to the kitchen. You can't see. It's right off there. Okay. All right. So that's going to be the decks that I'll have out to fulfill this prompt. I didn't think that I would pick more than one per prompt. That was an unexpected twist of my own. Okay, sorry. I'm just like cleaning up everything here. So, now let's go ahead and let's pick another prompt. That was fun. I like that. And I like that like I know my deck collection and I think I can think in my head of what decks I have that fill that the prompt. That's so cool. Okay, so let's pick another one. Da 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 da. Let me try to get down in the bottom, maybe. Okay. All right. Yeah, and thank you to all of you that like came with all these prompts. Like that's amazing. So let's put the glasses on so we can actually see. And what did we get? What did we get? This is fun. This is definitely fun. A calm or comforting deck. Oh, I think the jar knows what I need right now. A calm or comforting deck. It's so funny because I just was able to see the three girls, Julie, Heather, and Sarah, had their standout decks. They were doing their live stream yesterday. They were talking about the Future Ancestors Tarot And I commented that like it has a lot of the same energy as the gentle tarot. So it's got like this calm, comforting energy, and so does the gentle tarot. And they were saying, I think it was Julie that was saying that like she prefers the gentle tarot over the future ancestors, whereas Heather prefers the future ancestors. And I feel like at saying this, I think that the deck that it just immediately came to mind is the future ancestors. Actually, I think it might even pair well with that oracle, the Wild Child Oracle, as well. And even like as a little deck family, all of these. So let me go over there and see like if there's another deck that calls out to me that has a calm, that is calm or comforting. Um, but that's the one that's like boom, just like immediately came to mind without hesitation. So be right back. So yeah, I didn't even like waste time. I just went straight to the future ancestor tarot. And honestly, I feel like it's gonna team up well with these other decks. So here are the backs. This is also an indie deck. All of these are indie decks, and I'm actually not sure like the whether or not it's in print or not right now, but I think so. I will leave links down below as I always do for where you can find these decks. But I do think that these are going to be like it's even the like the illustration style sort of kind of goes together. Let's make a little mess here. So, like, yeah, because this is all black and white, and this is a limited color palette as well. I can never do this correctly. But do you see those kind of really like look nice together? And then also this wild child seems like it's gonna match up with this with the future ancestor tarot as well. Oops. Let me see. I'm hitting the mouse and making a bigger mess. Okay. Like I'm looking at them down here on my desk, but like labyrinth and ace of cups. Maybe not as much as the other one, but or we could have what is this? Gentleness and the student of candles. Oh, well, actually, I think that might it might go. I think all three of these might kind of work out together, but this deck is definitely it's definitely a calm and comforting deck. I've had it now for a couple of years and just it blows my mind just how soothing it is in a very I don't know, it's not like surface level, right? It does um it just lets you feel things. That's what we were saying. The girls were saying the other day, and I totally agreed with them. And I think, I don't know, I've been feeling things. Like the last video that I put on here was all about me crying in my bathtub. If you haven't seen it and you want to know that story, yeah, I've been a little bit emotional lately, and then like life, just keeps lifing. It just keeps lifing. That's what the kids say now too. Things just aren't, it's not easy. Life is not easy. Anyway, my all that to say, like my last video was me talking about, crying in my bathtub after a whole ridiculous thing happened. And then, things have been difficult. So the TBR jar knows what I need and knows that I need something calm and comforting. And that is true. I definitely do. And something, this unusual shape also is working out. So, okay, I'm going to keep this pile here and let's go back to the TBR jar. I highly recommend that you do this out there. Like if you I mean I have a large collection. So, for me it's a large collection. So if you, I mean, I think even if you have a smaller collection, you could do something like this, but it's fun. Like it's gonna, I wouldn't have thought to pick out these decks otherwise. So let's see, is this gonna be the last one? Or are we gonna, Let's see. Let's see what we got. Okay, this wants to be the one. This wants to be the one. You want to be the one, not the one. If you know what I'm quoting, then we can be very good friends. It's a sci-fi show. Hint. Okay, here we go. We have a deck, a deck that can't be taken seriously. A deck that can't be taken seriously. Oof. I'm thinking, okay, off the top of my head, I'm thinking of that deck by Zeppelin Moon. Why can't I think of the name of it? But it's that Oracle deck that's like ridiculous. Um, then I'm thinking of my Tiny Knights deck, which is actually a serious deck, but because it has the Tiny Knights in it, I'll have to show you. Why can't I think of the name of that one either? Like the names of things flew out of my mind. Also, um the animal deck. Why can't I think of the name of that one either? Why can't the animal deck that has like the paws and the aces, a deck that can't be taken seriously. So I gotta decide. What else? Do I have any other deck that's like really funny? That's just like hilarious and just like absurd. Mm. Um I'm gonna go look. This one's kind of a toughie. A deck that can't be taken seriously. And I think I don't know, I'm leaning towards that one Oracle deck because it's just absurd. Like everything about it is absurd. Okay, be right back. The Oracle deck that I was thinking of is the Bloom and Lovelies, another indie deck. And this is totally a Krista. Krista made me do it. And I'm so glad I did. This deck, I've used it like very, I think, differently than anything else because it just can't be taken seriously. So here are the backs, and then it has these just absurd beautiful like little characters on the front, but like absurd sayings. Oh, you did not know that you are beautiful. The swoopy sky punk wins the chips. It's just so random. The incredible nonsense of being. That's perfect. I have a tattoo that says um the incredible lightness of being. I almost forgot the word because this is the nonsense. The reality is that magic is real. So, like, I think it's like you can't take it seriously, but you fully can take it seriously. It's like, it's like one of those, I don't know, it's just really um, absurd, or like it means both things at the same time. So, what goes down must come up. It's fun. Like, it's really, really kooky. Run, baby, run until you are free. It's yeah, and I don't have a lot of decks that are like this, the Bloom and Lovelies, but the deck that I was thinking of, I didn't bring out the Tiny Knights deck because that is actually like really serious. Like it can be taken seriously. But the other deck I was thinking of is the Tarot of the Magic Force, and I actually think that these decks could pair well together. Uh, let's see. So we have well, this deck, sorry, I've trimmed and edged mine. It's just a Rider Waite Smith clone with these big-eyed animals, like, and these are the cards that crack me up is the paws in in the sky, the giant paws in the sky. And it can, I mean, you can read it as a tarot deck, but I just like I can't help but like laugh and not take it seriously. It's just fun, because of all of these big-eyed creatures. And I think that these guys might work well together. So you have this, and then you have a peaceful world is worth believing in. Can I get these to align? No. Oh, we have the tower. Very serious card. But then you have take the route less traveled. Look at how cool that is. I think I can work with these together. I think that might be fun. Two of pence. Some hearts did break. Kind of like that. Ten of cups. There are wonderful faces in deep, dark places. I don't know. Oh my God, would you look at this dog? Oh, hang on. So Six of Swords. Cool that I'm noticing the Six of Swords because it's our decking card right now. And then we have From Stardust to Stardust, Infinity We Trust. Will you look at that? Beautiful. Look at that puppy. Okay, so yeah, I think I'm gonna keep these both out. I may or may not use them, you guys, but I just like I think it's fun. Um gosh, I feel like this TBR jar knows what I need right now because it's kind of spooky that these are the ones that are coming up, the calm and comforting and something that can't be taken seriously because literally the only thing I've been able to like watch or stomach right now is comedy. I can't watch anything that's like too serious because life is serious enough. All right, what do you say we do one more? Let's do one more. Let's get crazy. We'll do one more. I have one, two, three. I have five decks already out, so this will be it. um let's shake her up. Dee, dee, dee. And get in here. Maybe we'll take something off the top then. Who wants to be the guy? This is the guy. Okay, you're the guy. All right, so what does this guy say? He says a deck a deck that aligns with a theme I'm into right now. A deck that aligns with the theme that I'm into right now. Hmm. Sorry, I'll let you read that too. A deck that aligns with the theme. What theme am I into right now? That's a toughie because I'm not sure that I there's a theme of anything that I'm into right now. So I'm gonna say that one I think I might not do. Let's pick another one because that's just I'm not really there's not like it's not like I'm doing a study right now or anything. Gosh, I think I spoke too soon. I jinxed the TBR jar. And I guess I'm allowing myself to put things aside if it's not working for me. But that one really just kind of doesn't work for me right now because there's nothing that I'm like really a theme that I'm into right now. All right, I got another one. I'm gonna toss that guy back in there. And this says a deck that forces me to think out of the box. A deck that forces me to think out of the box. Hmm. A deck that forces me to think out of the box. What is a deck that forces me to think out of the box? So it's something that's like kind of its own random thing. Not random, its own thing. It doesn't really like do Rider Waite Smith. It doesn't really do Thoth. Although the Thoth really does make me think outside of the box. Actually, yeah, that's kind of one of the decks that really does make me think outside of the box is the Thoth deck. It makes me think like so far like yeah, it really does. Well, actually, I don't have to go very far because I have and I think this just I mean maybe this speaks to the other the other one that I put back. But I've been before my partner was in the hospital, like I've been really like just obsessed with the Rosetta Tarot. This is by Emma Moline, and I've had it near me. And yeah, I think this is, this is, I guess, what I want to be working with right now. So I guess I'm gonna make it fit that category. But it does like this Thoth deck makes me think outside of the box. Um, all Thoth inspired decks do usually that for me. Um, this is Emma Moline's first deck, I believe. And it's a Thoth inspired deck. I love this one was kindly gifted to me by a lovely person out there. You know who you are. If you're watching, hi, and thank you again. Um, so yeah, I guess I made that fit, but whatever. This is my TBR jar, my rules. No, but like a deck that forces me, yeah, the Thoth will always be a deck that like expands my mind. It definitely expands my mind. And I haven't worked with this enough. Um, oh, when you look at the Hierophant, that definitely, so a lot of these her cards, they're very Thoth like. They look just like the images on the Thoth, but some of them are wildly different. Like that Hierophant was its own thing. I love the Tower and the stack. I love this deck. I just do. I love M.M. Moline's work. God, I love these lovers. Love the lovers. Okay. All right. So that's it. I'm gonna pick the Rosetta Tarot because she's right here. She was what I wanted to be working with. And yeah, that it is a deck that forces me to think outside the box. So let's review what we're working with, what we did with this tarot TBR jar. So our first prompt was a deck that is an unusual shape. So we picked the Dark Days Tarot and the Wild Child Oracle cards, and we're probably going to be using them together. I say like like you are too. But you're with me. And then we picked a calm or comforting deck, and that was like no questions, no need to think too deeply about it. The Future Ancestor Tarot. Then we got a deck that can't be taken seriously. So we got the Tarot of the Magical Forest and the Bloom and Lovelies, which are going to pair lovely together. And it's funny how these kind of ended up being able to work together. And then finally, a deck that forces me to think out of the box. I wonder if maybe I should have stopped at three after I said that, but you know, that one we put it back, and that's okay. Like I can do what I want, right? You guys agree with me. I know you do. And then the last deck is a deck that makes me think outside of the box, and that is the Rosetta Tarot by M.M. Moline. Okay. So that was actually really fun and something that I definitely needed to do. I've been missing being in this space. I've been, needing to do something that for myself. And I thank you guys so much for sticking with me. I hope that you enjoyed that. And I hope that you all have a beautiful, wonderful day. Bye.